पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो पादाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So, which prayers are we? Anyone? Any idea?
Prayers by Arjuna, Mataji.
Prayers by Arjuna. Very nice. Yeah. So, we discussed the introduction, right? What was the situation? Anyone can explain in short why did Arjuna start offering prayers? What was the situation? We had a long break after that. That's why all of us would have forgotten.
Mataji, Ashwatthama was about to kill Arjuna.
Yes. Using what?
Using that Brahmastra or
Brahmastra. Very nice. Yeah, Ashwatthama was about to kill Arjuna using Brahmastra. Not just Arjuna, all the Pandavas, right? He had just killed the Upa Pandavas, and now he wants to kill the Pandavas also, right? So that when the Astra was running towards him, Arjuna did not know what to do, so he finally took shelter of Krishna, right? And he starts offering prayers to the Lord for protection, right? So that is what we will be learning. So I think it is 5 verses, just 5 verses. In 2 classes we'll finish. Today is the first class. Next class we will finish it. Okay. Arjuna uvacha Krishna Krishna Mahabaho Bhaktanam Abhayankara Tvam Eko Dahyamananam Apavargo Api Samshrute. Arjuna said, O my Lord Sri Krishna, you are the almighty personality of Godhead. There is no limit to your different energies. Therefore, only you are competent to instill fearlessness in the hearts of your devotees. Even in the flames of material miseries, can find the path of liberation in you only. Haribol, very nice. So, anybody wants to read the purport? Who wants to read?
yes,
Yes.
Mataji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Arjuna was aware of the transcendental qualities of Lord Sri Krishna as he had already experienced them during the Kurukshetra war, in which both of them were present. Therefore, Arjuna's version of Lord Krishna is authoritative. Krishna is almighty and is especially the cause of fearlessness for the devotees. A devotee of the Lord is always fearless because of the protection given by the Lord. Material existence is something like a blazing fire in the forest, which can be extinguished by the mercy of Lord Sri Krishna. The spiritual master is the mercy representative of the Lord. Therefore, a person burning in the flames of material existence may receive the rains of mercy of the Lord through the transparent medium of the self-realized spiritual master. The spiritual master, by his words, can penetrate into the heart of the suffering person and inject knowledge transcendental which alone can extinguish the fire of material existence. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Yeah, next we one more shloka. Tvamadya purusha shakshad ishvara prakrite para mayam yudasya chitshaktya kaivalye stita atmani. You're the original personality of Godhead who expands himself all over the creations and is transcendental to material energy. You have cast away the effects of material energy by dint of your spiritual potency. You are always situated in eternal bliss and transcendental knowledge. Yeah, Purport. Satyanarayan Prabhu, you wanted to read?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah.
The Lord states in the Bhagavad Gita that one who surrenders unto the lotus feet of the Lord can get released from the clutches of the nations. Krishna is just like the sun, and Maya or material existence is just like darkness. Wherever there is a light of the sun, darkness or ignorance at once vanishes. The best means to get out of the world of ignorance is suggested here. The Lord is addressed herein as the original personality of the Godhead. From him, all other personalities of the Godhead expand. The all pervasive Lord Vishnu is Lord Krishna's plenary portion or expansion. The Lord expands himself in innumerable forms of Godhead and living beings, along with his different energies. But Sri Krishna is the original primeval Lord from whom everything emanates. The all pervasive feature of the Lord experienced within the manifested world is also partial representation of the Lord. Paramatma, therefore, is included within him. He is the absolute personality of Godhead. He has nothing to do with the actions and reactions of the material manifestation because he is far above the material creation. Darkness is perverse representation of the sun, and therefore the existence of the darkness depends on the existence of the sun. But in the sun, but in the sun proper, there is no trace of darkness. As the sun is full of light only, similarly, the absolute personality of Godhead beyond the material existence is of full bliss. He is not only full of bliss, but also full of transcendental variegatedness. Transcendence is not at all static, but full of dynamic variegatedness. He is distinct from the material nature, which is complicated by the three modes of the material nature. He is Parama or the chief, therefore, he is absolute. He has manifold energies, and through his diverse energies, he creates, manifests, maintains, and destroys the material world. In his own abode, however, everything is eternal and absolute. The world is not conducted by the energies or the powerful agent by themselves, but by the potent, all powerful with all energies. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, thank you so much. So, these two verses, right? The main point or the theme that these two verses talk about is when we have troubles or problems in life, right? Whatever problems we have. Here, Arjuna has a problem of Brahmastra. He's supposed to protect himself, right? So material miseries or whatever it is, when we take, we can, the solution lies in the Lord only, right? The path of liberation lies in Krishna only, right? Why? Because of Krishna's almighty or all powerful feature, right? He can completely lift us from the platform of material miseries to the transcendental happiness, right? That is the power of devotional service. This is what we will be understanding today, right? So once we are situated in spiritual platform, right, we will get unlimited bliss or happiness. And when you taste the happiness, you'll start to forget your material miseries. And one fine day, what happens, the bliss overcomes your material state, right? And like example is like Guru Maharaj, right? He has so many health problems, but because of the bliss that he's getting from spiritual practices, right, he is not literally experiencing any pain, right? Literally no pain. He does not even know what is suffering because he is not able to feel that pain that he is undergoing through his health issues or whatever it is, right? So that is called being immersed in the spiritual platform, right? So we will understand little, right? We are not on that platform, right? So we, for us it might be like, what is this, what is all this, how, what is that spiritual bliss, because we've never tasted it, right? So we are not able to relate at this point in time, but we will understand how to still relate it, right? So we will be covering two verses. So prayers by Prahlad, Arjuna is 5 or 6 verses, 20 to 25, And today we will be covering 22nd verse and 23rd verse. Okay. So now, there was one verse, okay, by Prahlad Maharaj in his prayers to Narsimhadev. So anyone knows what is happening here in the first picture? Anyone? You can unmute and answer.
Parents are protecting the child.
Parents are protecting the child. Are they really protecting?
They're
Yes.
not willing to, experiences all the use cases. I don't know how to explain.
No, in this picture, are they really protecting?
No, Mataji, they are themselves attacked by the arrows.
Yeah, when the arrows are hitting them, they will definitely die, no? Then after they die, who will protect the child? So they are really not protecting the child because they are not giving a permanent solution. Right? Now next, in the next picture, what is happening? Anyone?
People are drowning and they are looking for help.
Yeah, they are drowning. They actually, from all this picture, we understand they fell from a boat and they are drowning. That means the boat could not protect them. Right? So the boat or the captain of the ship or whoever it is, they really could not protect them. Okay. Now, next, what is happening in this picture?
A doctor is treating a patient.
Treating really? Observe. What is he doing?
CPR Mataji trying to revive.
Yeah, the patient is gone. They're doing all that something and all they do, no? In medical terms, I don't know. Trying to get the soul back and get the breath back into the patient after the death. Before declaring the death, they do this, they try to revive the soul, and then if doesn't work, then only they go outside and say the patient is gone. Right? So that is what is happening. That means what is happening actually? The patient comes to the hospital, goes to the hospital and thinks doctor will protect him. But the doctor never protected him. Right? So from this, what do we understand? Who can actually protect us?
Lord Krishna, spiritual energy.
Only Krishna, no one else. Right? That's why Prahlad Maharaj says, just 5-year-old child tells all this. Can you imagine? Right? He says, Balasya neha sharanam pitaraun nrsimha nartasya chagadam udanvati majjato nau taptasya tat pratividirya ihanja sheshtas tavad vibhotanubhritam tvadupekshitanam. So while offering prayers to Narsimhadev, he says, My Lord, anyone wants to read the translation?
Krishna Mataji,
Yes, bro.
my Lord Narasimhadeva, O Supreme, because of a bodily conception of life, embodied souls neglected and not covered, not called by you, cannot do anything for their betterment. Whatever remedies they accept, although perhaps temporarily beneficial, are certainly impermanent. For example, a father and mother cannot protect their child. A physician and medicine cannot relieve a suffering patient, and a boat on the ocean cannot protect a drowning man. Hare Krishna.
Haribol, so beautiful, right? So what does he say? No person who is, there's an analogy Prabhupada gives. Once, when we are tied up, right? Say we have a rope around ourselves, around our hands and all. When we are tied up completely, we can't go and release another person who is also tied up, right? Because we are ourselves bound first of all, right? So in this material world, what we are doing is exactly the same foolishness. We are first of all conditioned by the material energy ourselves, and we are trying to help another person and liberate another person. So Prabhupada says only a liberated soul can liberate another person. This comes in Bhagavad Gita. Right? Only a liberated person can liberate another person. Right? Not a bound person can liberate another person. Right? So that's why it is very important that we have to Whenever we get any problems or worries, always look at the spiritual remedies, not the material remedies, because nobody is free themselves. Even parents can't protect a child. Child always clings on to the mother or father thinking they will protect, but the parents cannot protect. They can do their level best, that's it, right? Because ultimately it is the Lord who is supposed to protect, right? So here it is said, souls neglected and not cared for by you cannot do anything for their betterment. When we don't go to Krishna for help, right? When we have any problems in our life, when we don't go to Krishna and rather we just think, what kind, who can help me? What, checking our balance? Okay, my money can help me, right? Or my insurance can help me. The moment we do that, that means we are, we are not really looking at the Lord for help, right? Or approaching the Lord for help. Such people cannot do anything for their betterment. Prahlad Maharaj says, right? And whatever remedies we go for, right, in the material world, they are just temporary and they will not help us. They are not going to help us. They look like, they seem as if they will help us, but they will not really help us, right? That's why Prahlad Maharaj says, the remedies that we are looking for or we get in the material world, right, are miserable, more miserable than the miseries themselves. Whatever problems we have, the remedies that we are searching for in the material world are more miserable than the problems themselves. Can you imagine? Why? Anyone knows why? Why are the remedies or solutions, so-called solutions, more miserable than the problems that we are facing? So that means if we accept these material remedies, our problems will worsen. That's what he's saying. Are you, is this true? How do we understand this?
Mataji, because we are not able to link up with Krishna and taking his help, we are also trying to sort out the
Yeah,
problems.
but if we are sorting it out good, no? Why should we take it
But
till
they are temporary, Mataji. So
temporary?
this
And what is the more misery that is causing? What is that more miserable that is happening? Temporary, yes.
we are going away from Lord Krishna
Haribol,
spiritually.
exactly. We are going away from Krishna. Away from Krishna means going towards Maya, right? And that's the best sin one can ever commit. That's the worst curse one can ever get. Forgetting Krishna and depending on Maya for our material problems or any problem for that matter, right? That is the best sin one can ever commit. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Right? So that is the most miserable thing that is happening. More and more toward Maya, more and more away from Krishna means more and more toward Maya. More and more toward Maya means more and more downfall. Right? And to awaken that soul or redirect that soul back to Krishna, it's not easy. It's not easy at all because we have gotten a chance, but what we do? What will Krishna do? And that will take long time. We need to sit and pray. I will ask my friend. My friend is sitting right next to me, right? So what happens? And that friend is a karmi, and you go ask help from a karmi, and you just go back. And then what happens if that friend solves problem for you? You will start offering gratitude, right? You'll be like, oh, this friend helped me, this friend helped me. And in the form of gratitude, what happens? Association will happen. Association with the karmi, right? And six ways of association will happen without your knowledge, right? Giving gifts, giving food, taking food, right? And revealing your mind, revealing your heart, telling, sharing things, right? Words. And that person also will share back with you. And when Karmi association strengthens, because we are in the neophyte stage, undoubtedly we will fall down. And this is the best sin we can commit. And worst curse we can get, it seems. One Acharya says, one senior devotee says in their lecture. Right? So, we need to be very, very conscious. Whatever happens in our life, right? We have to all the time take shelter of the Lord. Arjuna had so much of power. He had the ability to neutralize Brahmastra. But at that point in time, his mind stopped working because he did not want to independently solve. He rather wanted to surrender to Krishna. right? We might be great people, we might be prime minister, CEO, whatever it is, but we should not depend on ourselves or our surroundings for help. Rather, we have to call out to the Lord, and then Krishna will send us someone to help, right? And then accept that person as the Lord sent person, right? Then your gratitude will naturally channelize towards the Lord, not towards other material sources or people. This is very important.
Mataji,
Krishna.
Draupadi also tried to take help from
Yeah.
so many people, and ultimately she has to go to the Lord.
Very nice. Yeah, five husbands, none of them helped. Dhritarashtra, the king, never helped. Bhishma did not help, a great devotee of the Lord. Dronacharya, a liberal Brahmana, could not help. Nobody helped her. Right? Finally, what happened? She tried helping herself with her sari, holding on tight. But the way Dushasana took the sari out from her hand got hurt. Rather, she couldn't help herself. Then both the hands high up in the air, she called out Govinda, Madhaveti, right? Govinda, Govinda, and then came Govinda and helped her. That's very important to understand that only Krishna can help, no one can help, right? So here, in case we don't ask Krishna for help and we ask help from other sources, or we depend on ourselves for help, what happens? There's a very nice example. What is happening here? Anyone knows? Yes? Yes, Archana Mataji.
Mataji, I'm not sure. A lady is lifting the wood.
Uh,
She is asking help from a girl and she is also lifting.
no. Actually, I couldn't get the same lady picture, so I put different pictures. So what is happening here is there is this lady. She's holding wood on her head. Now her head is paining. Okay, because for a long time she is holding on her head. The head is paining now. Now what happens to get free from the pain on the head? Right? What she does? She shifts the load from the head to the shoulder. So she now she's very happy. She'll be like, oh, finally, now I'm feeling so relaxed. I'm feeling so comfortable. I can hold it on my shoulder and I can walk. Right? Now, is the pain ended there? Is her problem solved?
No, Mataji.
No, she lifted
Pain
to
Pain,
shifted
the
to shoulder.
huh?
Pain has shifted to shoulder.
Pain. Now, as soon as he shifted, no, there is no pain. But after some distance, after walking for some distance, she will start feeling the pain in the shoulder. Now, what she'll do? She'll tie it up on her back. Now, and then she'll be like, my shoulder is free now. I'm very happy. But what is happening? And then back starts aching. Then what she does? She'll hold it in her arms like this, right? And then after some time, her arms will paining, and then again she'll shift it to her head. So what is happening in the material world? What we are doing is exactly this. We are just shifting the load from here and there, right? Like an example I can say, say it is very hot, okay, and you turn on the fan full high speed and you sleep. Now after some time you start feeling very cold, right? You start feeling very cold, and then what you do? You switch off the fan and you put blanket and you sleep, right? And then after some time you start sweating again because of the blanket. Then again you push out the blanket, you turn on the fan, and you sleep. But where is the solution? Solution is, as long as we have the material body, there is no solution, because material body is bound to be, take the heat, take the cold, shiver in the cold, sweat in the hot, right? That is the nature of the material body. So we are trying to escape pain, but we are not understanding that is maya. We are transferring the pain in the name of solving the pain or solving the problem. Can you imagine? That is exactly what we are doing in fourth canto Srimad Bhagavatam, no? 29th chapter. This is very beautifully explained by Narada Muni to Prachina Bahishat. Right? He says, we are transferring the misery, and because of Maya, because of the illusionary power, the transferring feels like solving. So we don't go to God. Can you imagine? Right? So that is exactly what is happening. We are thinking transferring is only solving the pain. That is the problem. So what we are doing, we are just wasting our time. We are just wasting our time. But rather, if you take assistance or shelter of the Lord and take assistance of the Vaishnavas and just, engage ourselves in devotional service, then what happens? We will stop feeling the pain. We will stop feeling the pain. No need to waste your time and engage yourself in transferring the pain or looking for remedies, because you will stop feeling the pain. That means it's like pain is not even there. Problems are not even there. Although they are there, they don't make any impact on you. That means who is the winner? When you're in the material world, your problems becoming the winner. But when you go to the spiritual platform and start engaging yourself in devotional service, you are able to counteract the problems even without solving them. So they will lose, you will win over them, right? Winning over Maya means going near Krishna, right? The shloka is very nice. It's Prabhupada quotes this. तस्यैव हेतो प्रयतेत कोविदो न लभ्यते यद्भ्रमतामुपर्यदा तल्लभ्यते दुःखवदन्यता सुखं कालेन सर्वत्र गभीररामसा. Persons who are actually intelligent and philosophically inclined should endeavor only for that purposeful end, which is not obtainable even by wandering from the topmost planet, Brahmaloka, down to the lowest planet, Patala. As far as happiness derived from sense enjoyment is concerned, it can be obtained automatically in course of time, just as in course of time we obtain miseries, even though we do not desire them. Can you imagine? Prabhupada has told this many times in his lectures and letters also, right? Don't cry when you get a problem because you never prayed for it, no? You never went to Krishna and said, give me this problem, give me that problem. No. And don't jump out of happiness when you get something nice, or when you get enjoyment, right? Why? Because you never went and prayed for that either, right? Give me this particular enjoyment. Okay, maybe you asked for it, right? And you got it, right? But you never asked for miseries and still you got it, right? So Prabhupada always says miseries or enjoyment, they will come and go even if you don't ask for it. Matra sparshastu kaunteya shitoshna sukha dukkada. They will come and go, right? But so don't just forget everything and rejoice when you get something nice, and don't forget everything and sit and cry when you get something bad in life, because they will just come and go. You've not prayed for them, still you got it, right? So based on our karma we will get, based on our karma we will get profit in our business, based on our karma we will get losses also in our business. But ultimately, what you should cling on to is Krishna is the one giving both the profit and the loss. So cling on to the person who is giving it to you, not the loss or the profit. We are clinging on to what is coming to us, but we are not clinging on to who is sending that to us, right? That is very, very important. And always endeavor for the purposeful end. Purposeful end is permanent resolution of all our problems. That is only possible when you get more and more spiritual happiness. When you get more and more spiritual happiness, you will forget the pain. Body will become numb. Subtle body, the mind will become numb to all the material problems that we are having, or the material lifestyle, the material people, material dealings. We become numb completely without even our knowledge. That is, Krishna is preparing us for liberation, right? That is possible only through spiritual bliss. Radharani Kripa gives you the spiritual bliss. Krishna will not give us bliss. So say when you do some devotion service, maybe you're chanting your round. When you chant and immediately after you finish, you'll get some kind of happiness, right? And you want to chant more. That happiness, Krishna is not the one giving that. That happiness is coming from Radharani. And that is called spiritual bliss or the eternal bliss, right? Because she is the Hladini Shakti, pleasure giving potency, right? And if you're getting that happiness, it means that your service is pleasing the Lord and Radharani. That's why they are reciprocating in return through that happiness. And when you do more and more devotion service, you can get more and more of such happiness. That is called spiritual happiness, tasting the bliss. And when you get more and more of that, you will completely be immersed in that, and body starts becoming numb to material dealings. So you will not experience pain, whatever happens. I already gave you the example of Guru Maharaj, right? And that is the spiritual state. You might be iha yasya harirdasya karmana manasa gira nikileshvapi avastasu jivan mukta sauchyate. Jivan mukta sauchyate. You are in this present body, but you are still liberated because you have completely drinking the spiritual nectar. There is no place for you to drink material problems or karmas or whatever, right? So you are in the situation you are in. You have become a liberated person, right? To reach that, you need to drink that much of spiritual happiness. For that, we have to do that much of devotional service offenselessly. That is very, very important. All right. So now formula to end all the problems we already discussed. The only real way we can maximize our problems is to minimize our problems is to surrender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead and give ourselves up to His protection, just like what Arjuna is doing. Right? Through prayers by Arjuna, we are actually learning in going in his footsteps also. What is Arjuna doing? He has a problem now. Life is at risk. Right? Stake. So what he does, he immediately surrenders to Krishna. He's the best Savya Sachin. He's the best of the archers, right? Still, he doesn't take his arrow to counteract or protect himself. He goes to Krishna and falls to his feet. And then he says, Pahi Pahi Mahabaho, right? Pahi Pahi Mahabaho. You are the one, or you can only protect, right? That's what he says. So Krishna, please protect. That's what he says, no? So that's very important. And yeah, so it's like a dream, no? Say you have a bad dream, right? Some lion is eating you up or something in the dream. And what happens? How to stop that pain? How to stop that pain of getting eaten by the lion in the dream? Anyone?
Wake up from the dream.
Wake up from the dream. As simple as that. Wake up. You can't dream another good dream to minimize the pain of this lion. You can't dream. It's not in your hand. No, you can't manufacture dreams when you're okay, now the lion is biting me. Next, I will dream someone giving me a medicine. No, you can't, right? It's not in your hand. So, what you should do when you wake up from the dream immediately, there is no lion. You've come to reality, right? You've come to reality. There is no lion, nothing. Right now, this is also a dream state only, material world, because it is illusion, it is Maya. Dreams are illusion, right? Nothing is really happening in our life. Whatever is happening in the dream, it just finishes up with the dream. Same way, what we are living in the material world, no, what we are doing, this is also illusionary state because we are not the body, we are the soul, right? We are the soul. So our reality is in the spiritual world. This is again our dream state. So waking up from this material world to spirituality is the real solution for all the problems. Surrendering to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, right? Because avashya rakshibe Krishna. Raki Krishna mare Krishna rake ke. Nobody can kill you if Krishna is protecting you. Nobody, right? And nobody can protect you if Krishna wants to. So at the same time, avashya rakshibe Krishna, that faith is there. One of the 6 symptoms of surrendering is Krishna will protect. Whatever happens, he will protect, right? So that is very, very important. So it's not magic, like level 1 students usually have this question. Oh, when you read Bhagavad Gita, problems will go like magic. Say you read Bhagavad Gita, so right now I have this problem, I'll read Bhagavad Gita, so now problem is gone. No, problem won't go, but your attitude toward the problem completely changes, where you will so far problem was overtaking you, right? You couldn't sleep properly, you couldn't live properly, all the time fear and anxiety and that and this. But if you read Bhagavad Gita and if you are in the shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord, your attitude toward the problem will change. And what happens? Problem will lose to you. You will win, right? Because you have the major support. What happens? Tattenu kampam shushamekshano bhunjano evatma kritam vipakam. A devotee knows very well whatever problems he's getting. First of all, it's not given by the Lord. It is a atmakritam vipakam. I have done it for my own self, right? I have done something bad, and karma reaction should come. No, so that bad karma is coming back to me in the form of a problem. So first of all, we'll stop complaining and blaming it over others, right? Because a devotee knows very well the problem he is facing is because of his own karma. Evatma kritam vipakam. Then hrid vag vapur bhir vidadan namaste. Right? Hrid is from heart. Vag through words, and Vapur through actions or body. If you offer devotion service to the Lord, then what happens? Jive sayo mukti pade sadaya bhak. Your liberation becomes your birthright. Can you imagine? You're right, you can go claim. If you're through the problems, through your life, if you just do these three things, Hrid, Vag, Vapur, Vidadan, Namaste, from your heart, mind, words and body, right? Manasa, Vacha, Karmana, if you offer devotional service, no matter what the situation is, to your capacity, if you offer devotional service, right, then what happens? The power, your liberation or going back home, back to Godhead becomes your rightful claim. And you can claim it at any point in your life, and you can go back to Krishna. Because you never gave any effort or anything, any headache. You never thought about the problems that came in your life. But throughout the problems, what you thought of was, what you were endeavoring for was how to offer devotional service to Krishna even after having these problems. Right? So what happens sometime, today is Ekadashi, no? Say we have some pain, shoulder pain, hand pain. So we sleep, right? Rather try to offer devotional service. You rather than saying, oh, I have that pain, I have this pain, I have health issue, at this, right? That every day we get, because we are in the material body, it is, you can't overcome that, right? That's the nature of material body. But sleep and chant Hare Krishna, whatever little you can, you do, right? Or you can't open your mouth, you have fever, listen to lecture, listen to Srila Prabhupada's Harinam, that's it. No need to listen to lectures also, because that involves again intelligence. You have to understand, absorb what the Acharya is saying. Okay, just listen to Hare Krishna Mahamantra, that will heal you also. Right? So whatever little up to your capacity, when you're not in a position to do active devotional service, on the bed also you can do, right? And what can you do? If you're listening to a lecture and sleeping off, sleep, it's okay, right? Your subconscious mind will hear it, right? And it'll heal you. More than the painkillers and the tablets, this will heal you. Make this Ekadashi fruitful one, right? Very, very important. So what can you do? Always think, what can I do? Okay, I have, this is my condition now, right? But in this condition, how I can serve Krishna, right? That's very, very important. So Sudama was a very poverty stricken condition, right? But he never said, okay, I will go see Krishna, without anything. He still, what can I take? Even after I don't have money, still I can take something to Krishna, right? So he took little, right? Sometimes we think, no, oh, Krishna is so great, he's a king, how can I give this dried poha, plain poha, that too handful, right? I need to give him nishthan, some sweet and that and this ghee and all that, right? No, whatever possible, do it. We don't do that. We are not ready to do that, because we think, okay, what if they think that, what if she thinks that, he thinks that, right? No, that's not the way, right? So very, very important. So when we get busy in offering devotional service, right, constantly, then the problems don't disappear, but you will start neglecting your problems, because they stop bothering you, completely stop bothering you. And in that position, you attain spiritual bliss. And when you get spiritual bliss, that's the end. There's nothing more to obtain, right? Okay, Hare Krishna. Any questions? Anyone?
Mataji, I just had one question.
Yes, Mataji.
Uh, like this, when we pray to Krishna, it is not that we are supposed to count the number of years that we are praying to him, but sincerely when we are praying, and I don't ask much things, but every time whenever I have gone to him, I don't know, he has never given me anything. Why is it so? I don't know. I still will never stop praying to him or never stop chanting to him. But I actually don't pray for myself. I pray for my daughter. That's what I had said last time also. But I don't know, nothing is working out as yet. Why is it so?
That means he's actually protecting you. He's
Oh,
protecting
okay.
you and your daughter, because he knows now. We think about. We consider our past and present, and we think, okay, this is going to do good to me, and we start praying for that. But Krishna knows one more factor, that is called the future,
Okay.
right? Which we don't
Right.
know. So
Yeah.
when you consider him to be your father, a father only gives the children what is good for the child, right?
Yes.
That means
Yeah.
he's protecting you. You should be grateful to him.
Oh, thank you so much, Mataji. I'm relieved by your answer. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay. Any others? Any questions? Anything to add? Any comments?
Mataji, how was your trip to Ayodhya?
Trip was good. Yeah. Too many river bathing and all that. No, it was good. Ganga, Mandakini, Triveni Sangam. Right, and the darshan, no, the Ram Mandir was so beautiful. I heard many devotees saying, we just came a few years ago, and the Lord was kept in a tent, but now we are coming. So such a big mandir is built, right? And they were into tears also. So good seeing them and listening to all that. And yeah, Murlidhar Prabhu was also there. How was it, Prabhu? You want to share?
Yes, Mataji, it was really very good. Because by seeing the Lord, we could feel that feeling, aesthetic feeling.
That beautiful smile. Oh my God. So far I had seen only in videos and TV that beautiful smile on the Lord's face. When I went there, oh, gone. We were there was no proper queue system actually for returning. So we could go back and enter the queue to go to the Lord again. So we took multiple times, 4 times, 3 times, many
We
devotees.
had plenty of time to look for look to the Lord,
Yeah. So it was very.
Mataji, did
because
you
it
all
was
go
a
to Kasi as well,
VVIP
Mataji?
queue.
Or
Sorry?
Kasi, did you all go to visit Kasi temple
Yeah,
also?
yeah, Varanasi temple.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. Shiva, no?
How about Ghats, Mataji? Did you all happen to go there to see
Which
Ghats, the dead
we
bodies
went
pile?
to. Oh, that. Yeah, yeah. When we were doing, the Ganga Aarti in the boat. So in the boat only we sat and we checked all those places out. Right?
Some 24-hour
Uh,
guards also were there.
No,
I
no.
had a,
Seems that
if
is.
I can share something that,
Yes.
Mataji,
Yeah, yes, bro.
Giridhar Prabhuji, I was very lucky in that way. While most of the devotees had to visit the God section by boat, even though I got to visit on the boat as well, I got to cross at least 7 of the ghats before I could reach the boat because I got delayed for like by Krishna's grace I got delayed. So I got the first hand full view of that Ganga Aarti while it was starting, while they were preparing and all this. It was a very pleasant trip, Prabhuji, and also those who had joined like from this group, Murlidhar Prabhuji was always smiling, and that is something I realized that comes with his wisdom as well. So the Murlidhar Prabhuji, thank you for always smiling. It was always enlightening for us to have your association during this trip.
No, Prabhuji, it is
Hare,
God's grace, whatever
That,
is happening.
Muralidhar Prabhu, one more thing I wanted to add about him. He's a senior, but the most active when it comes to service. Can you imagine? Even 20-year-old, 30-year-old, nothing they can do in front of Muralidhar Prabhu. So much active he is. He carries luggages and takes devotees to their rooms. Can you imagine? Right? Nobody does that much after becoming attaining certain age, right? But he does that. Hari bol to him. Yeah, about the trip, no, dead bodies and all. We saw also 24 hours dead bodies are being burnt there. Ashes are mixed with Ganga, and still Ganga remains pure, right? And very beautiful. There are some 360 ghats, it seems, but only some 85 are registered, right? And yeah, beautiful it was. And Triveni Sangam, that is a lifetime experience. Everybody should go, in the boat. Like, I don't know how many of you have been there. I think for most of you would have gone, no? How you hold on to those bamboo things and fall into the river. It was very nice, actually.
Arrangements were very good actually.
Yeah.
Two boats in between we have to go down. and take dips and then again come up and through the smaller boat. And it was exactly on the Sangam location where we could see two rivers,
Yeah,
different colors
middle of the river.
mixing,
That was nice.
two different colors mixing.
Very nice. And then ISKCON Prayagraj was wonderful. All of you should visit. Where the temple is built so beautifully, where the backside of the temple connects to Yamuna. Can you imagine? So how we have Sandhya Arti, in all the temples, there is one more Arti added, Yamuna Arti. Immediately after Sandhya Arti, Damodar Arti, they do Yamuna Arti because it's attached to the temple. And from the temple, there is staircase and nice pathway where you can go to Yamuna. Can you imagine? It's so beautiful, right? So all of you should visit. Yeah, that's it. Anything else?
Some of us could take bath there also in Yamuna also.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
Thank you, Mataji and Prabhuji, for sharing your experience.
Hare Krishna. Okay, anything else? Anyone wants to add anything? Nothing? We can end then. Vanchakalparubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vebhyo namo namaha. Anantakoti Vaishnavinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Thank you all.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Dhanyawad.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.